The problem with living on a very busy street is all the strange sounds in the background. Okay, I want to show you guys how to do a night scene with default or standard tools of SketchUp. Something to show you how you can do this. So let's say we put a building, place a building somewhere alongside the street. Okay, and we decide this must be the highest building there is. We close the top. Sorry, come on, just a normal one. If we put some windows inside to make it a little bit more interesting, let us make it 3000. Okay, 3000. Oopsie, 5000, and that's it. Come on. Okay. I know this looks strange and this doesn't seem anything, but bear with me. You will quickly see what I'm doing. Make it 3. And there you have your building. Not going through completely because when you color it in, let's say with glass, there you can see it. You can also edit it to say there must be some transparency inside. So if you decide to do cut away, come on, not that one, this one. There you can see all those. You can make some other color paints. Then so you want the gold one. That's nice. You can see it through. You can even make it another kind of color so that you can easily see. So now you can see that's windows, and you maybe have a street. Let's say we draw the street on that side with a 5000, make it into 10,000 in the middle, and another 10,000 on on the side so that you have a nice little street. You give it something like this. And let's say you have your sometimes, okay, actually just make it like this. You have your 1000 on that side and your 1000 on this side. So now you have a little street, and you want your light to look like, come on man, let's see, you have a street light, let's say right at the corner, and you want to decide, or you have to decide where this light will shine. That's your first thing. Let's make it a little bit higher, about on your second floor usually. So man. Okay. Let's put some arc inside and we close this off. There it is. We quickly make the street light. It's just an easier way. Sorry, it must be control for the center. Upside down. Yes, I know. It's not supposed to be. Now you have your little piece of that's it. Street light, and you want it to shine a bit. Let's make it a little bit longer, and we delete this. And we decide, okay, let's make it a little bit wider. There's your little street light. It's very large. I mean, it's not according to measurements. What a strange light, but anyway. Okay. Maybe you want something a little bit different. You want to put it inside a bit. And that's it. Okay. Now, to decide where this light will shine, that's the trick. And also you can decide how far it must shine. So let's say, for instance, on this line, what I usually do is, after this, the easiest way for me is I copy this over. Now everything what we see here, I create a group. Then I go back and I paste in place that same light. Now, let's say, where does it go to? Over here. But if you look at your lines, where this, let's say for instance this line, where does it go to? That is very, very far. But your light strength will not go that far, no matter how you think about it. So let's take one of the lines right here in the middle. So, okay, let's see if you will do this. You won't do this. Come on, you. Okay. Let's say, for instance, we go that far. Your light is not going to do that anyway. So now you select this and you enlarge it. You can decide how large, you can decide the strength of your light fixture. So let's take away all these lines. So do we have only one field to play with? Now you have your light cone. Don't worry about the rest, because it will all depend on the angle of this. If it will be straight down, will it be skew like this, and we intersect the lines with, because we're only going to use, you can decide, okay, this one is on the outside, but you can also use only the inside. It all depends on how you perceive this. See, let's lock that thing for now. Now you have only your outer piece. So now you have your light that shine nicely wherever you want it. Now, as I said, let's do it again for intersect faces, because not everyone was selected. So now you have your viewpoint where your light will shine. It's a very wide thing. Let's do it again, because some of the lines came extra now. So you don't care about this one there, because it's not part of your model now anymore. even do it like this. It's quicker. And there you have your light. It looks strange, but I promise you that's your light. Let's paint it quickly. Let's say we make it a very light yellow with a nice yellowy shine. You can even do it on the inside. Now you have that. But now, how will this affect night? So let's say we change everything. Listen closely. Everything. I change a darker color for night. Let's say we select night. Everything except the windows we already painted. And now we're going to do this. Oh yes, we have to paint. We have to paint the lines also by night. Make it a little bit darker. Yeah, to paint the white lines. But now something strange is happening here. You have to change this bucket. Now suddenly it's night time. This one falls outside. That one falls inside. We get the color, we paint the color here. And what do we see? Sometimes it's very strange, this guy is. Okay. Now for your light part, this is going to happen. Oops. Oops. What happened here? Although, okay. Now, let's do you again. Obviously, it wasn't done. As you can see, it's still not done. So sometimes you have to draw it yourself. You have to draw the lines yourself. Oops. So after you draw the lines, I know sometimes you just don't want to fit. Just make sure the lines are not connected someplace, otherwise you will have another problem like this and that. So now that one was done, but yes, another line has not been fitted yet. And oh shot. Okay, so let us see again. Still not. Somewhere there's a line missing. So this is something like that. This is a very straightforward move, but that is how you do it, and you can decide where it must be. That's the easiest one. If we look at let's call it night number 3. So let's say I show you the previous one where I tested this thing. Okay, that's another one. Night. That was my original one, and this is exactly how I done it. Everything is dark except where your light is shining from your windows, from your house, the dark side, how they overlap. The overlapping part, even in the night you can see dark spots, light spots. So this is actually how I done it. So if I go back to new light, this one here, let me show you. I have another one here where the light bulb is also straight down, and you can see some parts are lighter than the rest. Even in the building you have light particles, you have lighter particles, and you have darker particles when you paint. Up here is darker than here, and this is darker than over here, but as the light goes further away it became darker as well. Except for that little line, it wasn't painted yet. As you can see, you can even change your circle lighting, and this is all just this. You can delete it, it will still look like something else, all the different parts where you painted. Now that is how I believe you do the night scene with standard tools. Enjoy.